Hello.
Hey.
81-21 NFL Talk. We are back again.
For
Week 8.
Week 8.
Week 8.
NFL.
We are a little bit late. I had some mental obstacles to overcome. But I'm here now.
We back?
We back.
All right.
We back. So how are you?
I'm good.
You good? How are you with Week 8's games?
Hey, my team won.
My team, Dallas Cowboys, won. Who did they beat?
Rams.
They beat the Rams.
Yeah,
okay.
We beat the Rams.
All right, so we can get this thing properly started. Let's drop our NFC East logo now.
NFC East, whoop, whoop.
Okay, and we're going to jump right in.
Okay.
Because we ain't got all day.
No.
We're going to jump right in.
Go ahead.
What's the first game on the list? I'm going to let you dictate that.
Well, you said Dallas, so let's go ahead and start with Dallas.
You want to go with them first. Okay, Dallas and the Rams.
Yes.
I think Dallas ended up winning 43-20. Was it 43? 43-20. A few weeks ago, I asked the question, was Dallas that good or was New England that bad? I think I got my question answered.
And what did you say?
Dallas is good.
Dallas is good.
Dallas is good. If you're going to play them, be on par.
CeeDee Lamb had a really good game.
Well, what I thought their weakness was going to be was at the cornerback position, but homeboy been holding it down. What's his name, playing?
Yes.
He been holding it down. What,
He's
he had
got
an interception
3
or 2?
interceptions this season. So
3?
Yeah.
Okay.
3 interceptions this season. So he's doing good.
Yeah. And you can't be mad at that. The defense did what they did. A funny thing that happened in that game was they were questioning Michael Parsons. And the minute they questioned him, he got a sack. So I was like, okay, Dallas is good.
Yeah, I was a little nervous at the beginning because Dak got sacked like twice, I think. And I was like, oh my goodness. Don't y'all do this tonight, tonight, whatever it was, don't do it. But we did a really good job. Brandon Cooks was on it. He had about 3 catches, I think, 1 for a touchdown. So he was doing good. CD, I think he had 2 touchdowns. Ferguson was out there doing his thing. Pollard had a pretty good game. He got some good runs, some good carries this time. So I was happy about him. So, and your boy wasn't open like you be talking about.
Who wasn't open?
Cooper Kupp.
Yeah, I mean, it makes me wonder, but I also said something too, and this is before we started doing this. I also told you that there's an expectancy to being good in the NFL. Some guys, we can name the legends, like I've been seeing this guy on the internet a lot. There was never an answer for O.J. Simpson.
Okay.
Even when you catered your defense, no answer. Jim Brown, Walter Payton,
sweetness.
But we talking about at the top.
Right.
So what usually happens is when you come in and you're good, and defensive coordinators and players get a chance to go, oh, he likes it on this side.
Right.
They take it away from him. Right. So if you remember me saying this a few years back when they won the Super Bowl, I said, maybe things have changed when players get used to him.
Yeah.
And I think that's what happened.
I remember that, yeah.
So he ain't quite. Now, it could be the injury.
It could be.
So for all you Los Angeles Rams fans, I'm not hating. I'm just telling you what I see.
Right.
Yeah, so Dallas put a beating on them. Let's keep it above.
They did. I mean, Stafford played pretty well with that injured thumb and everything, but
did they have
that trick play with that when he ran in for the touchdown? That was good.
Did they have, I think Dallas had 33 by halftime, right? Yeah. So it is what it is. That game was it was over before it started.
Yeah, it was good.
I'm still a little concerned with 20. What's his name?
Pollard. But he had a pretty good game on Sunday. Like I said, he had some good carries.
I just don't believe he's what they want him to be. I think they want him to be a workhorse.
Yeah,
he's a finesse runner.
I still think that the 1-2 punch with Zeke and Pollard was good.
dope.
And then that's why they was talking all last week and the week before about Derrick Henry coming to the Cowboys so that he could be the workhorse. Replace Zeke and then, but
I think that would have worked. I think
Yeah.
that would have worked.
but it didn't.
sure.
It didn't happen.
Yeah.
It didn't happen.
But overall, Dallas, they did their thing. I think they proved that they are in the top. See, with San Francisco losing,
Mm-hmm.
I don't care what they did to Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
But now you got to look at it. Dallas right now is 5-2.
5-2.
5-2 because they had a bye week.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically the same as being 6-2.
Right.
Basically, but they just played less games. I think you have to move Dallas up in the rankings.
Mm-hmm.
I think you have to keep the next team we're going to talk about at number 1. And
So we must be talking about the Eagles.
Yeah, we'll get to them. Though.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Dallas should be a strong number 2.
Mm-hmm.
Even though there's a problem in the NFC, and we're going to touch that later.
Okay.
So Dallas 43, Rams
20. Yep.
Dallas did their thing. They represented the NFC East. Otay.
Okay, but
Okay, who we got next?
Let's talk about the Eagles.
Philadelphia Eagles played
The Commanders.
the Commanders.
And what did I say last week?
What did you say? Remind them.
The Commanders was not going to make it easy on Philly.
They never do.
I said that the Commanders was going to win. I was wrong, but they almost did. But it wasn't an easy win for Philly.
Philly actually had to fake the tush push.
They did.
They had to fake one.
They faked one and they missed one.
And people are so
Focused
or fearful of that it allowed Swift to basically walk in the end zone.
And that's what he did.
Yeah.
He walked in the end zone.
Around the end,
Yep.
walked to the end zone.
Yep.
So Philly did their thing. Devontae was back.
Devontae, he was looking good.
AJ.
Man, AJ
Beast.
Brown caught
Beast.
2 touchdowns. And you looked at, I know I looked at it and I was like, how did he catch those balls? How?
dope.
How did he catch them?
See, the thing that amazes me about him, not that fast. I don't know if he has outstanding footwork. I don't know if he just know the game.
I don't know what it is about AJ Brown, but AJ Brown be on it.
Incredible focus, great hands.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why Tennessee got rid of that guy. Maybe
Me
there's some
either.
contractual stuff.
Or maybe it was, maybe AJ didn't want to be there no more.
Maybe he did.
You know, you never
But then
know.
they sent another one to Philly.
Mm-hmm.
Is it Julio?
Jones. And he had a touchdown on Sunday.
I don't know what they doing. Maybe they think since they're in the AFC, we ain't got to face them. So blah, 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 blah.
I don't know, but
what
I
people
just
talk about
know.
all the time.
But then on the other side of the ball, the Commanders,
They
I
was
mean,
pushing.
they wasn't shabby. They was up there. What slowed it down for them was that interception that Sam Howell threw in the fourth quarter. That's what slowed it down for them. But Dotson and McLaurin, who else? Thomas, and
They did their thing.
one more person. I can't think of who it was, but they was on it. And even though, Dallas is my team, but I love football. So when I see them playing a good game, that was a good
But
game.
what happened this week?
What you mean?
They traded somebody.
Oh,
They traded Chase Young, who I think is an anchor on their defense.
why? Why,
I
Commanders?
forgot what he sent them to.
Why did you trade Chase Young?
Where did he go to?
I don't even know. You have to look that
Chase
one up.
Young. I mean, you got the standings and the schedule.
Yeah,
over there,
I
right?
got that. I got that.
So Chase
Young.
Let's look him up, and you can talk to the people.
I don't
while we're doing
understand. I mean, I know that he, what he said. Did he set the whole season out because of his injury?
that. Oh my God!
But when he came back, but I mean, he's been. Who he went to?
San Francisco 49ers.
That's right.
What is going
about
on
that.
here,
We
man?
talked about that.
What is going on? So you got Bosa,
Mm.
and you got on the other end you got Chase Young. Then you got that maniac of a linebacker. I always forget his name. 54. He's a monster with the dreads, light skin. I can't think of his name right now. I will know it the next game though.
Yeah. I'm
They
confused.
stack back there, you know.
Okay.
Once they work him into the system, he'll be okay.
Yeah.
He'll be okay.
Yep. Mhm.
But so Washington gave Philadelphia a very hard time. There's no need to go over this thing play by play.
38-31.
I can't speak for you, but for me, you know how you have something on, it's on TV, but you're doing other things. That's how I watch football.
Yeah.
I look at what's going on overall, and most of the time I can tell within the first 10 minutes of a game who's gonna win.
Man,
I can tell.
I hear you, but
No, when it's obvious.
okay,
No,
because
there's comebacks.
well, there's been comebacks.
Right.
I mean, like you pointed out with Dallas and the Rams, Dallas had 33 before the half, and the Rams only had 3, but they managed to bring it up to 20. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But see, here's the thing. Let me rephrase that. You can tell who's the better team.
Okay,
Right.
that's
'Cause
better.
Any given Sunday
Right,
definitely
right,
happens,
right,
but you can
right.
tell who's a better team.
Okay,
So that was Philadelphia, Washington. Philadelphia won. So far, the NFC East is 2-0 in our breakdown. 2-0.
yeah.
Who we got next?
You know who we got next. I'm going to take that.
I can't.
Go on and talk about
No,
the Giants
I
and
can't.
the Jets.
I can't.
You
I
know
can't.
who lost that game?
Who?
Gano. Graham Gano.
Is he from some team that we know about?
He's from the Panthers.
He's from the Panthers.
And Zerline is from the Cowboys.
He's from the Cowboys.
And he made his field goals. That's why the Jets was able to win.
Okay.
Because
So-
Zerline made the field goal and Gano missed it.
Thibodeau.
Critical.
Thibodeau. I think that's his name.
Thibodeau.
For the Giants.
Thibodeau.
Outstanding game.
Mm-hmm.
He was giving Zach Wilson problems all
He
night.
was
getting
all
in that backfield.
night.
Saquon, he did what he's supposed to do
He sure did. He basically carried the team. Tyrod was doing good
until
before
hurt
he
his
got
ribs.
injured and had to be out because he made a couple of good plays. Well, large, huge. What would be huge plays?
Yeah.
With his legs.
Yeah.
So he
They had
he
a
made
pretty
it
good
happen.
game. They kept the wide receivers in check as best they could. I want to say Tyrod going down was major.
It was.
The guy they brought in, DeVito,
Yep.
he had never thrown a pass in the NFL. If you see me messing with this, I'm messing with volumes, but you good.
Oh, okay.
He had never thrown a pass,
Mm-hmm.
but he did what he's supposed to do. Gano missed 2 kicks.
He sure did.
He missed a kick to win the game,
Mm-hmm.
and he also missed a kick that would put them up
Earlier.
earlier.
Yeah.
So if he would have made both of his kicks, the score would have been, they would have had 3 more than what Washington could actually kick in the end and tie, and they would have won.
Yep. Not Washington Jets.
The Jets. But here's the thing where I was like kind of torn at. There are 2 teams because of my affiliation. As you know, I grew up in Selma, Alabama. But actually, I've spent more time
In New York.
in New York. When I first went to New York, one of the first teams I saw play in person was the Mets,
Okay.
not the Yankees, even though I could look out my window and see Yankee Stadium. But I went to the Mets because my Uncle Huck, this is 86, he got tickets for it. And then the second team I saw were the Jets. I didn't see the Giants first.
Okay.
So I've always been torn.
Between the Jets and the
Right.
Giants.
Because in 86, the Giants won the Super Bowl. The
Yeah,
Mets,
I don't remember.
yeah, the Mets won the World Series.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to say the Yankees either got close because the Subway Series came a little bit later.
Okay.
Like 2000, somewhere
Okay.
99. But so I was always torn. Like you live in a city, you're looking at all the teams. The Knicks, the Rangers. You're looking at all of them. So whenever the Giants play the Jets, I'm kind of like, dang, But I pull for the blue. But I'm not mad at the Jets.
Okay.
Like we talked about, who's the home team?
Right.
They play in the same stadium.
The
It's like the
same
Clippers and the
stadium.
Lakers. They play in the same
Yeah.
stadium. Boom. So yeah. In this case, I wanted the Giants to win.
Mm-hmm.
But with the Jets winning, it makes their record stronger. What's their record?
The Jets?
The Jets, yeah. The Jets.
They are
4-3.
4-3.
They 4-3. So
Go ahead, ask me for if you're gonna look it up yourself.
we moving, baby. We on time. We
Okay,
on
all
time.
right. Go
so,
ahead.
I mean, the Jets, and that puts them one game behind the Bills.
Mm-hmm.
Because the Bills are 5-3.
Mm-hmm.
Right? One game behind. Somebody had a buy in here somewhere, but it is what it is.
Right.
Right? So I'm not mad at that. I would have loved for the Giants to pull it out. They didn't. I think what's his name?
Thibodeau.
No, head coach.
Who's head coach?
Daboll.
Oh, okay.
I think he's a great coach.
Mm-hmm.
I think with a few more pieces, they might be major players within another year or so.
Yeah, your quarterback will be back Sunday.
Let's talk about that, shall we? So he was in the concussion protocol, right?
No.
What was he in?
It wasn't concussion. I think it was his spine. His neck.
I know that, I would keep him on the bench, man, but that paper is hard to
Well, would you keep him on the bench? No, if Tyrod doesn't come back, do you want DeVito?
He got to get in there.
Exactly.
But if Tyrod was playing, I will make him earn his position back. Put a little heat on him. Get in there and show me what you got.
Okay.
All right. So anyway, the Giants is what, 2?
2-6.
2-6.
Yep.
It's not looking good, but I'm still Giants. Go Big Blue.
Right.
I'm not gonna wear anything Giants until they win.
Uh-oh.
Right? What are you saying? Oh, that could be a while.
No,
I don't know who.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, uh-oh.
I don't know who they play next week, but they need a bye to give my heart a break. So, with that being said, let's keep it moving. Before we get out of here, let me say, Colorado lost. Colorado Buffaloes.
Man.
They lost to UCLA.
Man. I felt so sorry for that baby.
Shador.
Oh my goodness, that baby was limping on the field. He was limping off the field. He was sitting on the sidelines breathing like he could barely catch his breath. But when it was time for him to play, he played.
But
as his dad would say, Coach Prime, he a dog.
He a dog.
Yeah.
Let me talk about my favorite dog on that team.
Shallow? Travis.
Woo. 2 beautiful interceptions.
Right, but let's talk about Shallow.
Shallow's hit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Shallow's hit. Okay, so they said it was targeting, and he got ejected out of the game, disqualified is what they say. That was not targeting because he did not lead in with his helmet. He led with his shoulder, but because of the way
the guy turned,
he turned, he hit him with the helmet.
Okay.
But that was not targeting. He was not targeting that player. And that led to a lot of controversy in the NFL, in the football world, not just NCAA, but NFL too, because they're saying that this targeting and roughing the passer plays or calls are are stupid. Because the way they going, you're not even going to be able to tackle anybody if you keep it up.
Well, the call is starting to be subjective.
That's why they need to come out with some hard, fast rules on what is targeting, what is roughing the passer. Because right now, the refs call it the way they want to. And if a ref is biased, and America, you're not going to tell me that some of these referees are not biased when they're out there calling these games.
Well, that's a whole.
You're not going to tell me that.
That's a whole different show.
So if the refs or some of these refs are biased and they want the other team to win, we're not going to get started on that, but go ahead with
Even
the
if
Buffs.
you went back to the NFL, there was just controversy with Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Right? And it was the game before. Who did they beat? Miami?
Yeah.
Okay. That's another NFC, an AFC team.
And they was talking about the game with the Giants. The one, was it the Giants and the Bills?
Well,
with those 2 crazy calls?
Philadelphia, I would discuss that game against Miami. What they were saying is, when have you seen a team that went an entire 4 quarters, no penalties? We saw the face mask.
Yes.
We going back to week 7.
Yeah.
Week 7.
And they
saw
missed that.
Yeah,
but then they called the face mask Yeah, we're not gonna get into the ref thing, but
I'm
go
just
ahead with the
validating
Bucks.
what you said. Like,
yeah.
sometimes it's like, oh, what's going on here?
Right.
Like, I understand a ref misses a call, but sometimes it's like, well, wait a minute.
It's so obvious. Like, how did you miss that?
And then with the Colorado Buffaloes, with them having Dion, the guy that didn't buy the gold jacket, on the sideline, they're a target. They're a target. They need an offensive line.
They do.
I think they have the
They
weapons.
do, because poor Shador.
They back next week. I don't know who they play.
I think they played
Arizona
State.
Arizona State will be there.
Yeah. In
We'll
our
be
living room there, not at the stadium there.
Oh, wow. Did I ever tell you I don't really like going to games?
Yeah, you told me.
I don't know what's going on.
I want to go to the game because I like the atmosphere and everything.
Well, last game we went to,
We're not going to talk
preseason,
about that game.
Denver and Dallas. The bleachers were wet. It was raining. I was scared I was going to fall and look like a 200+ pound fool out there. I just didn't like it.
It was not comfortable.
No. Did we go out and eat after that? No, we came straight
No,
back
we
home.
came home.
Yeah, I ain't really like that. I want to go to...
Did we come home? No, we went to the hotel.
Yeah, we were staying there.
Yeah, we went to the hotel.
I want to go to... You said the Raiders Stadium was crazy. I haven't seen
Oh my goodness. Yeah, so we went to Vegas to the New Edition concert last year. That seemed like it was so long ago. It was
Right.
only 2022.
Go back and check the old podcast.
Our hotel, the MGM Grand,
Right.
was across the street from the Raiders Stadium, and that silver and black, that thing is nice. It looks
See, I
nice.
want to go somewhere like that, like
Yeah.
Dallas's stadium.
and is about the same. The AT&T Stadium is about the same, on the same par as the Raiders.
This may sound
Stadium.
crazy, people. Let me get out of here after that. Colorado Buffaloes, we going for them next weekend.
of course.
Arizona State, boom. But do those stadiums have like air conditioning and heat?
Yes.
See, I got to go to one of those, man. I grew up Boy Scouts going to Auburn game. If it's mosquitoes outside, they in that stadium, right? Yo, at night, you've been to football games, small stadiums. You look up at the lights,
And
it's
you see
loaded
all
with
of,
bugs.
yes.
Right? I don't
Right.
I don't want to do that.
Okay.
Yeah. But anyway,
All right, America. We done.
81-21 talk.
81-21 NFL talk.
This would be episode 8,
Yeah.
week 8 for the NFL. We came a little late, but we here.
Yep. And we'll be back next week.
We're not ESPN and FS1 and all that, but we here. We here.
We here.